Welcome to the TPC Desktop video series. In this video, we'll look at exporting line data, curves, and tangents to KML, KMZ files for Google Earth. This is a feature that's new to TPC Desktop 2016. I've opened up a file called Learn KML that ships with Traverse PC, and I've got some fills turned on for the lots here, but regardless of what I've got for labels and stuff in this drawing, Traverse PC is still going to export the geometry, the lines and curves. So it's that geometry that's going to be available in Google Earth, and I want to show that to you here. Let's choose File, Export. Tell Traverse PC that from the list we want to write a Google KMZ. You could also write a KML file. It'll get basically the same results. I'm going to tell Traverse PC I want to write just this drawing. So just this drawing will be exported to Google Earth. Now let's go into our settings. I'm going to leave the fills on so we can see those as they show up. But I'm primarily interested in this option right here, Traverse Line Data Visible. So we're going to export this line data anyhow, but on export, the line data is going to have a marker that shows up. And I'm often going to turn on the Traverse Line Data, and a lot of times I'll turn on the Traverse Points Visible. So I basically want the Traverse data to have markers when I open up the Google Earth file. Let's go ahead and choose OK. Let's export that. I've been exporting for these videos, so I'm going to replace that one. Hit Preview, and let's go ahead and open Google Earth and say yes, we want to update this file. Now, I'm going to zoom back in on this area, and I want you to see all these little markers that say L for line or C for curve. Let's just bring these down here a little closer. Now I'm going to come over here to the side view, side panel, and go into Traverse. And I just want to turn off this private road because I don't want the markers for that to be interfering with the ones I want to show you. Look around this cul-de-sac, for instance, and I can see that I've got C's right here on the curves, and I've got L's up here on the tangents. Let's just take a look at these real quick. So this L marks the line between 10,060 and 720. So let's click on that, and Traverse PC brings up information about this line from 10,060 to 720. I've got line data. I've got information about the ending points. So pretty much anything that I wanted to have information for about this line, I've got it just by expanding that marker. Let's take a look at one of the curves. So here's a curve. It's a right-of-way, so it's the right-of-way of the cul-de-sac here. And again, I've got line data from 720 to 742. And just look at this real quickly. I can read this and say this is a counterclockwise curve. I've got the chord, bearing, and distance. I've got the radius, arc length, delta. I've got the coordinates of the endpoints, both in coordinates and geodetic positions. And then I come down and I've got information on one of the endpoints, 720, and information on the other endpoint, 742. Now you could imagine that if I had a spiral in here on a center line or a right-of-way, I'd have a little more information because I'd also have spiral lengths to deal with and spiral factors to deal with. But this is great way for me to get information. Now I still have information on the points themselves, so I can put the cursor over 720 and get information about that through the point symbol, or I can put the cursor over the C and get information about 720 out of the end of the curve information. So I just wanted you to see that we've got some great new ways to send this information about lines, whether they be tangents, curves, or spirals, over to Google Earth. And we use these markers to identify curves, L's for tangent, S's for spiral. And I think you're going to enjoy having this information available to you in Google Earth.